And hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is your NFL guru, Neal, back with Week 13 predictions. So, Week 12 predictions were solid. They were a pretty good outcome. But now it is time for Week 13 predictions. Let's start. We have on Thursday Night Football a good one. The Green Bay Packers at the Detroit Lions, who are red hot, 3 in a row. I'm going to stick with Green Bay. Experience kicks in. Aaron Rodgers, Randall Cobb, Richard Rodgers, Eddie Lacy look for the Packers to establish a running game with Lacy and find a way to win this one in a nail-biter. The Packers win this one. I'm going to go with 24-20. Green Bay wins this. The 49ers at the Bears. The laugher of the week. We're going to go with the Chicago Bears. The 49ers, oh my God, they're the 49ers, man. They're struggling. Though I really like Blaine Gabbert. I think the guy has shown why he's a better quarterback than Colin Kaepernick. Then again, most of the league has a better quarterback than Colin Kaepernick. But I think Gabbert's playing hard. He wants to win. The organization doesn't seem like they're interested in winning at all, but you could see Gabbert has a lot of fight in him. So the 49ers haven't just caved in completely, but they're out of playoff contention. They're done for the rest of the season. The Bears are trying to fight. They're going to win this one. The Falcons at the Buccaneers. I'm going to take Tampa Bay and Winston. I think they win this game. Yes, they lost to Indy last week, but I think they're going to win this one. And the Falcons are cold as hell, man. They keep losing and losing and losing. I will take Tampa Bay to win this game. Doug Martin has a big game. The Cardinals at the Rams. I'm going to take the Cardinals. They're on fire right now as well. This does seem like a game they would lose. And they lost earlier at home against St. Louis. But I think they stopped Gurley. And honestly, that guy, David Johnson, with Chris Johnson out for the season, Andre Ellington banged up, look for David Johnson to be heavily involved. He has a big game. The Cardinals win this one. The Jaguars at the Titans. I'm going to take Tennessee to win this one. Not really an upset, though the odds are against them. I'm going to take Tennessee to win because I think Mariota shows up for his home crowd. They win their first home game in a long time. Tennessee wins this one. Seahawks at the Vikings, which in my opinion may be the game of the week. I'm going to take Minnesota to win this one. I really think Seattle's going to make the playoffs. I think they're going to find a way to get the number 6 seed or number 5 going to either Minnesota or Green Bay. I think the 6th seed will go to the Seattle Seahawks, but Minnesota wins this game. Adrian Peterson. Wow, that guy runs hard. I was trying to imitate a freight train. That's what I'm trying to do. But he's just like pounds the rock. He runs the ball so hard. Look for him to have a good game. The Vikings win this one. The Bengals at the Browns. I'm going to take Andy Dalton and his Bengals to win this one. The Browns are in ruins. Unless Terrell Pryor finds a way to start, I see no chance in the Browns being relevant or winning any more games this season. They're looking at the number 1 pick next year. The Texans at the Bills. Very good game. Playoff implications. I'm going to take Buffalo to win this one. Houston's on the road. I think they struggle. I think Rex Ryan knows this is a big game for the Buffalo Bills. Tyrod Taylor is going to play well. Look for Shady McCoy to also have a good game. The Jets at the Giants. Another big game for playoff implications. Also a New York battle. I'm going to take the New York Giants in this one. The G-Men win this game, get back on track, win a tough one. The Ravens at the Dolphins. This is a stinker, but I'm going to take the Dolphins. I think they're going to win. Schaub got his win Monday night against, the Cleveland Browns. That was such a Browns thing to happen. The Ravens defense came through fantasy-wise also, but that was a Browns thing, man. I feel bad for Cleveland, They're lucky they got the Cavs or they'd be in a state of depression, no doubt. Yeah, but the Dolphins win this one. The Chiefs at the Raiders. That's going to be a good one. I'm going to take the Raiders. This is a big game for them. They're 5-6. They're trying to get back into playoff contention. A lot of NFL analysts and me included, plenty of people love watching that team because they have an explosive offense, fun defense with Khalil Mack. But that offense is awesome, man. If you don't like the way Derek Carr is playing, maybe the best second-year quarterback of all time, the way he's looking right now, look it up. Phenomenal stats, phenomenal play. Amari Cooper and Michael Crabtree have been balling out. I think the Raiders beat the red-hot 5-in-a-row Kansas City Chiefs, give them their first loss in 5 weeks. The Oakland Raiders get back into playoff contention, get back to 500. The Denver Broncos at the San Diego Chargers. This will be closer than we expect. I don't think Osweiler plays as well. I'm going to take Denver still to win this game, but I think this may be a shootout. The Panthers at the Saints. I'm going to go with Carolina to win this game. This will also be a very close game. Mark my words, the Saints are going to come out to play. I think Drew Brees and company play this game hard, but I'm taking Carolina to win this game. They may just have an undefeated season. The weird thing is, they're very beatable. Come playoffs, I think Arizona can beat them. I think Seattle can beat them, even on the road. I think all those teams, Green Bay, they can all beat Carolina. You just have to play Cam a bit harder. You have to send some pass rush on the guy, and he'll crumble under pressure. But I'm gonna take him to beat the Saints for now. Eagles at the Patriots. New England. I don't care if Rob is out. New England's going to win this. The Eagles may have Bradford back, but it doesn't matter. The Patriots are going to win this. My bad. The Patriots are going to win this. It's going to be a blowout. New England wins. Colts at the Steelers on Sunday Night Football. Boom! I'm going to take the Pittsburgh Steelers to win this one. Big Ben or no Big Ben. Hasselback may be 4-0. But I'm taking the Steelers in their hometown in Heinz Field to win a tough one here. The Steelers win this game. Cowboys at the Redskins on Monday Night Football. And I'm going to take the Washington Redskins trying to get back to a fighting chance to win the NFC East. I'm going to pick the Washington Redskins to win this game. Now we have NFL fantasy predictions. We're going rapid fire here. Quarterbacks, Jay Cutler, start him against the Niners. Great start. Sit Brock Osweiler. He was hot last week. Not going to stay hot this week. Running backs, start Deangelo Williams at home Sunday night against the Colts. And start Jonathan Stewart at the Saints. Both teams are going to run the ball heavily. Look for them to be heavily involved in the offense. Sit LeGarrette, Blount, and Darren McFadden. We don't know if Blount's even, a starter, or whether he's a starter, how heavily used he's going to be. I think James White gets used more for the Patriots this week against the Eagles. Darren McFadden at Washington, don't trust him. Washington has a very underrated defense. Alshon Jeffrey and Jarvis Landry lead the wide receiver starts this week. Landry's against a very weak Ravens team. Look for Landry to do well. Alshon Jeffrey against the Niners, that's an automatic start. Sit Sammy Watkins. He had his big game. He's very inconsistent. Let's say that. Sit him. Also, sit Jeremy Maclin. The Raiders may struggle at covering wide receivers, but they don't allow touchdowns to them. Not that Alex Smith really throws plenty of touchdowns. I think Kelsey's going to catch a touchdown this week. But yeah, I would sit Maclin. Start tight end Tyler Eifert. He's a great start. I think Eifert's going to be good. If he's a bit banged up, Travis Kelsey's a good replacement against a very weak Oakland Raiders defense at covering the tight end. But if Eifert plays, I would start him against the Browns. Also, sit Jason Witten. Without Romo, Witten's useless. Kickers to start Sebastian Janikowski. Great start against the Chiefs that are a good defense. Look for the Raiders to get into field goal range a lot and convert. I'd say 3 field goals from Sebastian Janikowski at least. Sit Phil Dawson. If the Niners pass the 50-yard line or, just even get in the red zone, it's a miracle at this point. Gabbert's not bad, but I don't see Dawson being very useful. Sit him. And defenses, start the Washington Redskins. Yes, they're the start of the week and a sneaky start. They're Monday night. They're at home. They're playing Dallas with Matt Castle at quarterback. I don't trust Dallas' offense at all this week. Start Washington's defense. Sit in a bit of a shocker, the Carolina Panthers defense. They're going to play at NOLA. the Who Dat Nation in Mercedes-Benz Superdome, they're going to come out swinging. It's going to be a shootout. Carolina wins like 31-28, something like that. But they're not going to get many turnovers. I say a pick at most, maybe a fumble to add to that. But that's the best they're going to do defensively. Sleepers, start quarterback Matthew Hasselback. He's 4-0. He's playing a very weak Steelers secondary. At running back, start David Johnson. He's a great pickup against St. Louis. I would definitely start him. Start wide receiver Amari Cooper. Carr's going to throw the deep ball a lot this game. I think Cooper has 160 and a touchdown. This is what solidifies him and makes him one of the best, if not the best, wide receiver of all time as a rookie. I would still put Randy Moss above him. The guy's phenomenal. There are plenty of guys there. Recent history shows that Amari Cooper is one of the best rookie wide receivers ever. He's going to have a monster game and prove his status against the Chiefs. Finally, Vincent Jackson, heavily targeted. People forget about him because Mike Evans is on the team. But Winston has finally gotten his groove back on with Vincent Jackson. Look for him to use him as well. Well, there you have it, folks. Those are your Week 13 predictions. Stay tuned. Watch NFL. This is an important week for a lot of people because this is, for plenty of different NFL leagues, the first league, final regular season game, final league game before the playoffs begin. So start the right guys. Pay close attention to these fantasy predictions as well as these NFL predictions. And I will see you guys next week. Thank you and have a great time. Go football, baby.